Just make sure it's picking up the game. Yay. So that was another problem that's been happening with my streams lately, is it just randomly decides not to pick up the game. Alright.
So much power before it shuts down, and we can't use the backups. No, the new regs apply to the whole Citadel. Management knows this is important for morale, but we can't go over budget. Look, I'm not touching the backups. Get me a better power grid, I'll give you a bigger light show.
Who is that talking? Anyways. Yeah, so we left it off with having picked up a few missions on the Citadel. Which includes Arya wants to meet up with us. And we gotta check out that academy. Okay.
Those Cerberus bastards had us. Assholes. Shit, they just kept coming and coming. And not even sure from where. Fucking hell.
Hey, you ready to get this party started?
Hey, now.
Nice place. Ah, there she is.
So you admit you and your thugs are here illegally?
Yes, and it only took CSEC 3 weeks to figure it out.
I don't care who you are. You're required to go through processing like all other refugees. Come with me.
I don't think so. Shirk, get me the Asari counselor.
Arya, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm being asked to submit to immigration processing.
I see. And now you've been processed. Is there anything else?
Nothing. Thank you.
Anytime.
I think we're done here. Enjoy the show, Shepard?
I guess there's one rule on the Citadel, huh?
I guess so. I hate this place. So sickeningly uptight.
Then why are you here?
Cerberus stole Omega from me. The elusive man is now squarely at the top of my shit list. He will pay for every second I've spent in this bureaucratic hellhole.
How did Cerberus defeat you?
Deceit, distraction, and a big fucking army. They lured me away from Omega and ambushed me. I escaped, but Cerberus had already laid siege. By the time I could launch an assault, they were too entrenched.
One more second here. Alright.
If it were me, I'd want revenge.
Glad to see we think alike. I'll take Omega back, but I'll get to that. You're here because I have a proposition.
I'm listening.
The way I see it, if you don't defeat the Reapers, we're all dead. Won't matter where I'm sitting. It's in my interest to help you.
What are you offering, Arya?
On Omega, I kept the Blood Pack, Blue Suns, and Eclipse in check. Now they're running amok. Nobody wants that. Unite them under my rule, and you'll have a powerful and ruthless force for your war. I've laid the groundwork with all three groups. I just need you to close the deals.
Bear with me a moment.
If they'll fight Reapers, I'll take them.
Now that's a bottom line I can respect. Meet with Gnarl, my agent who's dealing with the Blood Pack. The Blue Suns leader is incognito here on the Citadel. He'll be expecting you. And I already have a deal with Jonas Sidaris, the Eclipse leader. You just have to get your friend, Commander Bailey, to let her out of jail.
You obviously don't know Bailey very well.
Bailey respects you. Lean on him. I think a united force of professional mercs is worth it. Don't you? It's always a pleasure, Shepard. Let me know if you want to talk later.
Alright. I want to look around here. That would be difficult to dance on. She just doing that move over and over again across the floor. Anyways, distracted. So. So now we have those added in, so we might as well go take care of a few other things. Maybe go see Dr. Bryson. So we'll head back to the elevators.
I hate being stuck here. I hate this guard duty. I hate everything right now.
Nothing to do about it. We each stand duty in our own ways.
At least your wife and the kids went on that trip you mentioned a while back. Where was it again?
They canceled the trip. Donated the funds to some charity when Earth was hit. And then...
Welcome.
Alright, eavesdropping on people.
Select a destination. Areas tagged of interest to you are highlighted on the elevator menu.
Just tell me where... Okay, well that doesn't know. Where is his lab on the Citadel? That is unhelpful. Where?
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. If you have a question, please consult an Avena terminal for assistance.
I'm just gonna head to the Presidium and then I'll figure that out.
Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
I think I'm ready to end it with him. Things weren't great even before he...
So in the apartments is one of the gangs I need to talk to. Well, let's kind of look around. I've always loved the Citadel. I found it really pretty.
It's not fair to him or to you. With all the craziness going on.
If we switch from financial VIs to military gear, we'll lose millions.
Who cares about the money? Haven't you heard the news?
Yeah, I don't want to talk to him yet.
Thinking of going? The sanctuary. I don't think I can do this anymore.
I know what you mean. It's thought our training prepared us for everything.
Every time that Asari commando sees me, she just starts screaming. I can even hear it when I'm trying to sleep now. I'm supposed to.
These galaxy-wide attacks are part of a massive and organized invasion plan. The Council called the invaders Reapers, the same term made from free-range organic variant.
Alright. Oh, this looks like a nice, relaxing place. Oh.
Still working? One call leads to another, and here I was hoping I'd have time to enjoy the view. The last time I saw the Presidium, remember how it was all rubble after Sovereign attacked?
I barely got to see the Presidium before half of it got crushed.
And by the time they repaired it, it was time for the next invasion. Citadel hasn't seen the reality of this war yet. We should stock up on necessities while we can.
Such as?
EZO, heavy arms, mercenary groups. Practical. I like it. You can get started by talking to the Volus Barlavan in his office. He'll point you to some mercenaries willing to join us.
Yeah, I'm already working on some mercenaries. I assume. So Arya gave us those. Alright, we're gonna kind of walk around, look at the scenery, talk to the people that we need to talk to. It's good stuff. Interesting looking birds. You can almost smell the air. You know when you go near a fountain that has like chlorine and stuff? That's what I think of when I'm on the Citadel and like they have those fountains shooting in the water. Because everything is constructed, right? So that water would be treated.
Hey, Commander, check it out. Big news! The Blasto movie is breaking opening week records. There's also a big expose on Quasar tournaments, tips on how to make your apartment look bigger, and, oh yeah, a big-ass Reaper invasion. These people have no idea.
So, like, I think there is an in-between, and we see it right now with what's going on, is, like, I'm very aware of the absolute train wreck that is happening in the States right now, and all of the horrible shit that's happening to people. But when there's not much you can do, or when you're doing everything that you can do, I think it's still important to create like these safe spaces and everything, because people can't survive just being scared and being surrounded by war and being surrounded by hatred. We need to still be able to, and I've talked about this on Mental Health Mondays and stuff, we'll still need to be able to have the little happy moments in between all of the awful shit and the chaos. So I think it's unfair to kind of make a black and white statement of either some people are in denial and that's why they're just talking about, you know, like their apartments and whatnot, or, you know, I mean, I guess what some people are trying to say is like they're either in denial or they're ignorant to what's happening. And there definitely is like an in-between. You can definitely be very aware and doing everything you can, but still posting about fun things and things you love and doing gaming. And for a lot of people, it is what they have to do.
When big events shake up the galaxy, people cling to what's familiar.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It's better than riots in the streets.
I guess. I just wish there were a middle ground. You know, a little less gardening advice, a little more war prep.
It'll happen, once there's something people can do to help.
Meanwhile, they ignore the unshackled AI walking around the Presidium.
She run into any trouble?
No, she's my mobility assistance mech. Thanks to Vrolic syndrome, I'm legally entitled to bring her everywhere. Finally getting some use out of those disability benefits.
I'm sure she appreciates getting out to see the sights.
She's earned a little shore leave.
Hello, Shepard.
You look like you're gathering data.
That is a safe assumption.
Anything big and world-shaking? Man's inhumanity to man? Does objective reality really exist? That kind of thing?
I was running scenarios in my head to analyze Jeff's behavior. I believe he has a strong affectionate attachment to me, but he has not stated it to anyone yet. Shepard, you have first-hand sexual experience. How do you know when someone is romantically invested?
They'll usually show signs they can't stop thinking about you. You know, asking you out, giving you presents, maybe playing music.
I mean, you can also do that with friends.
Other than hardware and software upgrades, and my core programming does not assign values to music. Perhaps we could discuss how to provoke Jeff into an emotional commitment.
That's not how to think of it. It's gotta be natural. You need chemistry.
I see. There are a number of pharmaceuticals I could inject to simulate the desired emotional state.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean relax and do something you both like. Something simple. For example, you both like humor.
Correct. I will see if there are comedic entertainment shows being presented on the Citadel. Scanning. Do you think he would like The Man Who Hung Himself? It appears to be about an amorous plastic surgeon.
Edie, the important thing is to have a good time, wherever you go. And if you're having fun, he probably will too.
Then the outcome is an unknown quantity, but you are saying I should attempt it anyway.
Nobody ever fell in love without being a little bit brave.
I see. I believe you have improved my chances, Shepard. Thank you.
Alright. She sounded like genuinely thankful for my help.
Proceeds from all purchases go to help our men and women serving in the Alliance.
For the best in the business, come to Casa.
Might want to wait till I get some more credits before I spend like the entirety of my credits just on some armor.
All goods goods have been marked down with our special wartime discount.
That seems good.
For the best in the business, come to Casa.
Oh yeah, I gotta figure out how to use the mods and stuff. I don't remember any of it.
All goods have been marked down with our special wartime discount.
Proceeds Thank you for shopping.
I can't like talk to somebody and get a discount. No, okay.
Fabrication weaponry.
For the best in the business, come to Casa. All goods have been marked down with our special wartime discount. Casa Fabrication Weaponry hasn't forgotten Earth.
Welcome
Neither
to
should
the
you.
Citadel gift shop. All
Let's see what's over here.
Shoot smart. Shoot. No Sostra. Our selections include rare technology upgrades from the Terminus systems. All licensed huntresses may apply for a professional discount.
Oh, model Citadel.
Licensed huntresses may apply for a professional discount.
Anyway, would you like to make a purchase?
Okay.
But your manager said he could give me a refund if I made an appointment.
You're not on my appointment list, and you don't have a receipt. Who do you think you carry them?
Look, he is not gonna leave. The sooner you refund him, the sooner you go home.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get this over with. Here, I've sent you a full refund.
Really?
I didn't even get a choice with the, how to help with that one.
A full refund?
Yes, congratulations. The whole 15 credits.
Oh, wow.
Hey, thanks.
Welcome to Agor Munitions. Our customer service specialists are always interested in purchasing new technology.
Please obey all local government restrictions when purchasing protective equipment. Agor Munitions, for deals you never see coming. Agor Munitions, for deals you never see coming.
Thank you for shopping at Agor Munitions.
Welcome to Cipertine Armory.
Ooh.
All Citrotine Armory products include a lifetime guarantee for performance. See our extranet site for details.
Proceeds from all sales go to help the troops on Palaven.
Professional grade equipment at reasonable prices. That's Ciprotine.
Proceeds from all sales go to help the troops on
It would be nice to get a good, let's go for it.
We
Okay.
appreciate your visit.
And then when we get back to the ship, we'll see about doing some modifications. Barla Vaughn, what do I have to do with that person? I don't remember. Is that one of the... No. Okay, well let's go see about talking to that person. And then go from there.
This is problematic. We must find a way to stabilize the heating unit so the water temperature can remain steady. The colony's
I like that it just seems to give me extra missions as I walk by. And overhear things. I keep saving. I'm just gonna... Where am I going? Well, I guess since we're right here, we're gonna go talk to that guy. Is he in here?
Quick, hands behind your back. We'll be here any minute.
What the hell are you talking about?
Crete, Bloodpack's leader. Arya brings him the great Commander Shepard. Crete pledges the gang to her. We're just luring him into the open so we can take him out.
Not the best start to our friendship, Gnarl.
He's coming. Put your hands behind your back and try to look like I beat you up or something.
This goes wrong, it's your ass.
Quiet.
Arya to look even more powerful than Crete thought. Her instructions on boarding Citadel undetected were one thing. Now this. Commander Shepard, want you to know, your head will be hood ornament on my personal shuttle.
Keep your distance, Crete. So, do you agree to Arya's terms?
Most definitely. Arya can use Bloodpack as she sees fit.
Wasn't talking to you, Crete. Grill?
What? You have my word. Now open fire!
Not him. Grill's next in line to take over. Arya's deal is with him.
Yes. Yes. I'm Arya's mole, Shepard. You've scratched my back. Now I'll scratch yours.
Word of advice, don't double-cross Arya.
I may be ambitious, but I'm not crazy.
Uh-huh. Good work, Gnarl. Thanks for the gun.
Anytime, Shepard. Grill and I will let Arya know the light is green.
Alright. That was pretty easy. Yeah, and chat's mentioning about creating safe spaces right now is very important. Especially there's so many things happening. People are going to be losing their health care in the States. Was it 22 million people to pay for tax cuts for billionaires?
Lose millions.
Who cares about the money? Haven't you heard the news from Paladin?
That's what your army is for. Nothing's going to reach the Citadel.
We need to start manufacturing military tech. Nobody will need banking software if these Reapers win.
The market for military goods barely carries a profit. Who do you propose as our buyer?
The Council, the Empire, maybe the Alliance. Even if we don't make much now, they'll remember us when the war's over.
If we switch from financial VIs to military gear, we'll lose millions.
Who cares about the money? Haven't you heard the news from Paladin?
That's what your army is for. Nothing's going to reach the Citadel.
We need to start manufacturing military tech. Nobody will need banking software.
I've seen Pelivan burning. Those fires aren't going out anytime soon. If you can help.
Look, Cyrus, you want to sell your shares of Walk fine, but I'm not selling.
The way I just like had my back to him and said that over my shoulder.
Okay, let me think.
All dramatic. Okay, where are we? Wanted to look up here, because there's apparently... that's for the rapid transit. There's apparently somebody up here to talk to.
Want us to enlist as soldiers? Isn't there anything else we can do?
The military needs everyone they can get.
None of us knows how to fight.
Mackenzie's a biotic. Dave and Graham go to the pistol range. Oh, and Orion's always buying mods for his shotgun.
The one he's never even fired. I love our friends, but we are not combat material.
I can't sit around watching what's happening to Earth anymore.
The Alliance can use your help. There's plenty of non-combat roles.
Thanks. Who was that?
The first human Spectre.
Wow, Commander Shepard?
She thinks we could do some good.
Okay, I'll look at that recruitment brochure. Maybe they can use someone to stack crates or cook or something.
Right, there's lots of ways to help out.
Welcome to Kanala Exports.
Kanala Exports is pleased to offer goods for security and peace of mind.
I want fish in my fish tank, but are they gonna die because I keep forgetting to feed them?
At Kanala Exports, we believe that a peaceful heart is a strong heart. For shopping at Kanala Exports.
Overcharging for goods, denying refugees. Commander Shepard. It's been some time. Barlavon, in case you've forgotten. Financial advisor. And an acquaintance of Admiral Anderson. I admire the courage it took for him to stay and fight on your home world.
We need more people like Anderson if we're gonna win this.
Agreed. That's where I can help you. A sizable mercenary group is offering their services to anyone who can rescue them from Reaper-controlled territory. Evacuate them, and they'll join your army.
Are you passing on the location of these mercs for free?
Their leader's offering a handsome commission for their rescue. Everyone wins, Commander. Come see me once you've completed the extraction. I'll be in my office a while longer. The galactic market is in considerable flux.
Okay. Let's see what else we can do around here. Because I think we... I mean, we already talked to Liara.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. Areas tagged of interest to you are highlighted on the elevator. One moment, please.
Okay, so in the lobby here, there's a few people we can talk to.
Yes, I know your stock of modifiers.
I found this Metagel formula. Figured you could make good use of it.
Where did you find this? Never mind, it doesn't matter. Yes, we can put this to good use. Thank you.
Nice.
Commander Shepard. When I heard Earth was under attack, I tried to call. I never got through.
Thane, good to see you staying in shape.
My disease kills slowly. With enough care and a healthy lifestyle, it can be delayed for a few years. Of course, my allotted time has come and gone. Now I exercise because it pleases me. What are you doing here?
Visiting a friend who got hurt protecting me, Ashley.
The dark-haired human woman in intensive care. She will be starting physical therapy with my class soon.
That's her.
If she means something to you, then I will help how I can. As long as she is here, consider her under my protection.
Appreciate it, Thane.
I am near the end of my life. It is a good time to be generous. Keppel syndrome has put most of my other plans on hold.
Do you know how much time you have left?
I've been to several doctors. My favorite gave me 3 months to live. 9 months ago. It's freeing to find no requirements placed on me. No responsibilities. No fears. It is a good end to a life.
Are you in a lot of pain?
At times. The oxygen transfer proteins don't form correctly. Your human equivalent would be hemoglobin. As a result, my blood is low in oxygen. No matter how much I breathe in, I get tingling, numbness, and that is the best of it. As for my brain, I cannot track the damage. I just experience dizziness from time to time.
I'm back on the Normandy on an important mission. Sure could use you.
I would not be as I was before. I need daily medical attention. And if I know you, you will want to fight the Reapers somehow. You need the best at your side, and I am not at mine.
You don't have to wrestle down Krogan and break their necks. I'm sure we could find you lighter work.
I am at peace with what I've done in my life, Shepard. There comes a time when one must rest from war and conflict. It is not your time, but it is mine.
I wish the best for you, Thane.
And I for you. Do not grieve for me. I have good doctors. My son visits regularly. Perhaps we will keep up via the extranet now that you are free. Until we meet again, Shepard.
So yeah, my main complaint with Thane's character overall is the fact that his disease is his entire personality.
I think you meant to say the man was
Almost his entire personality.
Political enemies piled on enough propaganda to get the hospital name changed.
He can't remember his own name without the BI in his head telling him what it is. Trust me, in this building, we know dead.
The Supreme Court says he's alive.
5 justices say he's alive. 2 of them appointed by him. The name is what it is.
It's completely tasteless to call this place Huerta Memorial.
President Huerta died of a stroke 2 years ago, ma'am.
I think you meant to say the man was dead for an hour and a half and his political enemies piled on enough propaganda to get the hospital name changed.
He can't remember his own name without the VI in his head telling him what it is. Trust me, in this building...
What's going on here?
Ma'am, I'll cut you a deal. You buy us 90 million credits worth of life-saving equipment, and you can name the hospital whatever you want.
Now the truth comes out. My job here is done.
Anybody else to talk to? We've already talked to her.
Hello
right?
again, Commander. Here to see our patient?
How is Ashley doing?
Stable. There's no evidence of cognitive impairment from the concussion, but multiple shoulder fractures are still on the mend. Bed rest under observation is all that's needed now. I'm sure a visit would be welcomed.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
I don't really care about Ashley. I guess we'll go visit her since we're here.
Yes, I'm trying to place a call to Grissom Academy. They have biotic...
Where even is she? I don't remember.
Listen to me, those prototypes are vital. We need these biotic upgrades to fight the Reapers.
Okay, I need surgery, but when can I get back to the front?
You're not Smart Frontiers.
It's one of these rooms.
Once we remove the leg, we can't install a prosthetic for at least 5 weeks.
It's probably over here.
I'd like an answer, Lieutenant Commander. The galaxy has need of exceptional soldiers like you, now more than ever.
I still need time. You'll have my answer soon, I promise.
I look forward to it.
Right.
Shepard?
Forgot she was asked to be a
Adina?
Spectre.
I got your email. Made your decision yet?
On becoming a Spectre? Not yet. It's an honor and all. But I don't know. I need to think about it some more.
It's a big decision. Smart to give it some thought. Here, I picked this up for you. Figured you had some downtime.
Thanks. That's sweet. I've been climbing the walls.
How are you doing?
Good, considering. The nurse said you checked in on me earlier. Still out cold, I guess.
We didn't have time to talk. I thought maybe if you were up for it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure you wanted to. You were pretty clear on Mars about where things stood.
What do you mean?
You're not a part of Cerberus anymore. Case closed. Full stop.
It's the truth.
Okay. You cut all ties. I accept that. It's just that if you're giving the orders, I need to be able to count on you.
That works both ways. It's a damn mess out there. All we've got is the people around us. We have to trust each other or this doesn't work. Deal?
Deal.
When you're back on your feet, we'll talk some more.
Shepard, wait. There's one more thing. I wasn't sure if I should mention it.
What is it?
I have family back on Earth. I haven't heard from them. It's making me crazy. But I know you're busy, Shepard. We can talk later.
I guess. Tell me more.
I've got time to talk. So what's all this Lieutenant Commander business?
Seems like the old Williams curse is losing its grip. Was sure I'd top out at gunnery, Chief.
You've worked hard. You deserve it.
I thought so too. Until Eden Prime. Losing 212 was... well, you know.
It was the Reapers, Ash. You did the best you could, and survived to help us.
Just losing everyone under my command, it's tough to face. I'll never forget any of them.
She missing her
Right
all
now,
her
we
teeth?
need you back on your feet.
I'll be back. And first order of business is to shove their metal tentacles right up there. I mean, I'll fight with honor and courage, ma'am.
Roger that, Elsie. I didn't hear from you while I was a guest of the Alliance.
I couldn't face you, even when Anderson requested my presence. It was difficult.
It's okay. We're both professionals. We have more important things to worry about.
You're right. I'm just restless, laying here doing nothing.
Who's back on Earth?
Mom plus my 3 sisters. The youngest, Sarah, was away on her honeymoon. Married a military man, Thomas. He got called back in and she was stuck alone. She called me. It's been pretty tough.
I imagine.
I was always there to protect them growing up. Even when I was off on tour, they knew they could talk to me. I told her to come to the Citadel. We could wait for news together.
We can't afford to be at each other's throats. If we plan on getting through this, we need to trust each other.
I was trying to keep the family stuff to myself, to be professional. I don't know how you managed to keep it all together.
There's a war on. People are counting on us.
I get it. But it's still hard to put it all aside.
Have you heard anything about Earth?
We have reports coming all the time on what's going on. Half are wild speculation, and half are probably too optimistic to be true.
We have to believe that we can do something.
When I thought you were dead, I lost hope. I'm telling you. But when you came back, I was ready to believe anything. I mean, maybe this problem can't be solved by some grunt shooting the boogeyman in the face. But if you think it might help, I'm game.
That sounds more like the Ash I know. I should get back to it. Take care of yourself.
Will do, Commander.
I mean, this is a really nice little hospital room. That view. Although it would feel very exposed, but at the same time, nobody could actually see you from that distance. And it is an absolutely lovely view. Be a good spot to heal up. Alright. I don't know if I'm heading the right way. I think I am. Oh, hello. It's going. Just running around the Citadel getting... because there was a bunch of stuff to do on the Citadel. Still is. So we're just running around getting a bunch of stuff done. But I'm already getting antsy and wanting to go shoot things. That requires me to go off the Citadel. Need to find schematics. So yeah, I'm just taking the elevator to the different floors and seeing what is on the floors that I can easily get done.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
I guess we'll go to the embassies and check that out.
Now arrive.
I am not talking to her yet. Whoops. Map. Yeah, so we'll talk to Bailey first. There's 2 people in this immediate area. What's her name again? Yeah, I'm not talking to her. Should be one other person to talk to around here.
Good morning. Oh. Hello, ma'am.
You're to call me Teresa. Maybe my son didn't have the chance to marry you because he was dead. But you're still family in my life. Nothing will ever change.
Possibly over here.
Commander Shepard. Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions.
Yes, I have spoken to you before. I fully understand the situation. Of course, I read through the names of the dead every day, but please, please, a few more minutes of searching could mean a lifetime of peace for my family.
Someone in your family is MIA?
My son, Bilal. And bureaucratic compassion seems to be in short supply. I am Ambassador Dominic Osoba. My son's squad returned from their mission on Benning without him. I found them drinking, but they won't even look me in the eye. I can offer a bounty for any information. If Bilal's alive, we want him home. If he's dead, then we can begin to mourn him.
If I find anything, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Either way, you will set my mind at ease.
Just standing there doing a Mariah Carey. You're not even touching your ear, buddy. Okay, so now let's head in the other direction. Talk to him. We need to talk to Commander Bailey.
Commander Shepard. Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions.
Shepard, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Here to talk to you about releasing Jonas Sedaris.
Damn, you too? Somebody got the council to order her release. I'm delaying as best I can. What's your stake in this?
It's classified.
That's a fancy way of saying mind your own business.
Mm-hmm.
Look, there's no way I'm letting that psychopath out. The woman's unstable and a clear public threat.
What makes you think she's crazy?
She was a ruthless sadist before she got caught. Her imprisonment has cracked the shell off the nut.
Maybe freedom will improve her.
She rages day and night, Shepard, calling for the deaths of all Eclipse enemies. No, freedom will only give her the chance to kill.
I'd like access to her to judge for myself.
Sure thing. I'm sure you'll agree. Then maybe the council will listen to you and rescind the order. Go to the C-Sec outpost. My assistant will connect to Sedaris' cell from there. Then call me back.
All right. Is there something we can talk to Adina about?
The Council. All I can think is that the more things change, the more they stay the same. I've always loathed that phrase, fatalism. Not what men and women should aspire to. If we don't figure out something, maybe later, will be an epitaph on a mass grave of 11 billion.
I know what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Humanity is as feared as we are loved. Hopefully that works in our favor now. I'll try to get financial aid from as many worlds as I can. Maybe manpower, a few armed ships. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
Any news from Earth?
There is constant news. All of it bad. The Reapers are destroying satellites and the old nuclear missile silos, along with everything else that could help. We have a handful of quantum entanglers spread out over the continents. All other communication is cut.
What's your read on the counselors? Any angles I could pursue?
Counselor Irissa is not like her predecessor. She is colder. If she has her hand on your throat, she will squeeze. Eschil, there you might find some traction. Practical, she might make Machiavelli turn pale, but that's a Delatras for you. Frankly, it's good Quentius spoke with you. His home world is in the most trouble, and he's looking for a way out. That speaks opportunity.
You're a Citadel counselor. Don't you have options when the others block you like this?
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history. But today, you saw how little that is. Rest assured, I will not be counted out long. I know I can move mountains. Do not lose sight of that, because the task before us is moving planets.
Anderson would be proud, so long as you deliver. You think you can do that?
You need a carrot or a stick to drive a mule, and humanity has neither right now. Our armada is tied down fighting or fleeing, and with Earth's comm buoys gone, our economy is reduced to an IOU. But leave that part to me. I will lean on our colonies for all they're worth, and I can broker enough trade to repair and resupply Hackett's fleet.
Did you know a lot of people on Earth?
Many. It's monstrous to think of them being snuffed out, of course, but the part that gets me is Arcturus. I must have known most of the Alliance Parliament on a first-name basis. I required a second VI just to track all their birthdays and anniversaries. Rose Garden stuff, but to have it all gone.
I should go.
I'll be here.
It's like, I had so many people die that I know, and I'm like, well, shit. All right, see you later. Good luck with that. Okay. So, what I do want to figure out is we're supposed to... Wait, can I talk to this guy?
Commander Shepard. John Lunbao, Special Tactics and Recon. I've got intel suggesting that high-level Hanar officials may be indoctrinated.
That's a damning accusation. What have you got?
Evidence of an Alliance Black Ops team raiding a Batarian research station. The Batarians were studying Reaper technology.
The Batarians had Reaper technology?
The Alliance raid turned into a massacre, and the humans ended up with nothing. Your people faked a power failure to hide the incident.
The Batarians would have gone to war if they'd found out. But how does this implicate the Hanar?
They maintained discreet gray market trade relationships with the Batarians, and led the Alliance to the station. We suspect those Hanar operatives escaped with Batarian tech. If your reports on the Reapers are accurate, they could already be indoctrinated.
What's your source on all this?
It was an anonymous gift, but I believe it came from a thief named Kasumi Goto. I've been after her for years.
Kasumi? You're hunting a thief?
A master thief. Her intelligence and skill are almost Solarian.
I'm sure she'd appreciate praise from the Spectre who's chasing her down.
I only need her data. I admire her personally. And since she sent me this, I assume her feelings are mutual.
What do you need me to do?
The Hanar operative is now a diplomat on the Citadel. I don't have a public name, and the Hanar will go to ground if I make a formal inquiry.
So we're hunting?
I'm tracking suspicious transmissions to the Hanar homeworld. I could use your help.
Let me see what I can dig up at the Spectre office.
Thanks, Shepard. And for the record, not everyone doubted your concerns about the Reapers. I just hope we're not too late.
So,
Remember when you helped me get KG's grey box from Donovan Hawk? The one with information that could start a war?
I thought we destroyed that information to keep you safe.
There were enough clues left for me to piece things together when I got curious. It was big enough to leak it to Bao. If you don't mind me tagging along cloaked, maybe I can help you dig up some dirt on the Hanar.
I'd appreciate it.
Sounds like a good plan. All right. So am I going this way or in front of me? Oh right, that's the shooting range. I remember now. Okay. So yeah, we're going back this way. So Solarian Spectre Jondam Bao suspects that a member of the Hanar diplomatic staff is indoctrinated. Find evidence on the Hanar in the Presidium embassies. Alright, so let's get back to the elevator.
Massive and organized invasion plan.
Commander Shepard. Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Guess we're going to the Presidium Commons.
Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
Or would it be the embassies? Oh yeah, I also have to go to the CSEC outpost to finish that one. I think I was supposed to go to the embassies.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please. Now arriving
Commander Shepard.
This is where I was. Okay. There must be somewhere. Where am I going? There's a terminal.
Good morning. I'm not sure why. There's something important. Oh,
Commander Shepard. Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions.
There it is.
Bao, I have some possible hits.
Balloon's clean. His money transfers are to support his mistress. Not sure about Haloon. I'll pull his bio.
I'll check Aloon's personal records and pull his recent messages.
Can I just note how odd it is for a Hanar to have a mistress?
You know, if Bao catches up with you, I can grant you immunity.
What, if I join up? Last time I did that, you wrote me into a suicide mission.
I didn't say you had to join up.
You were working your way around to it.
I don't think we've roped her into the suicide mission. It was something offered, you know. Okay, so we gotta go to the Spectre office and go to a Spectre terminal. That's
Commander
one.
Shepard. Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions.
We will talk to the journalist eventually.
Spectre status recognized.
Which terminal? Hanar Embassy Tracking. Spectre level access codes can bypass privacy settings and track financial data, transit records, and personal communications for all employees in the Hanar Embassy. To avoid triggering surveillance countermeasures, embassy files must be accessed on site. Nav points of consoles or access points will with relevant information will be tagged on the Spectre's Omni tool. And there's other things I have here to read, I guess. Welcome to the Spectre Information Processing Center. This terminal offers secure information access and support for authorization of covert operations or requisitions. It is restricted to operatives currently on active duty with special tactics and reconnaissance. Any operation requiring payment can be executed at the terminal nearby, which supports secure and untraceable financial transactions. Quarian Fleet Intel. Quarian Pilgrim Jen Valen Nernima on the Citadel received a large credit transfer from the fleet. Jen Valen purchased tech, including high-end weapon mounts and kinetic barrier emitters, from several ship service centers. On Ilium, another Quarian Pilgrim, unidentified, was observed searching for a ship traveling close to the Perseus Vale. The pilgrim was later heard saying that his pilgrimage was recalled. Data suggests the Quarian fleet is withdrawing its pilgrims and upgrading ships for combat somewhere near the Perseus Vale. This could be a reaction to the Reaper invasion, but no formal offer or request for assistance has come. Intel suggests the Quarians may instead be preparing for conflict with Geth. And military pardon for Normandy engineer. Engineer Ken Donnelly is in custody on the Citadel for working with Cerberus. Donnelly surrendered peacefully before the Normandy was turned over to the Alliance. He appears grief-stricken by the death of fellow engineer Gabriella Daniels, who died in a collector attack, and was fully cooperative in giving all available evidence against Cerberus. He maintains that he joined Cerberus purely in an effort to save endangered colonists, and that he does not pose a security threat. Spectre authorization could offer Donnelly a full pardon and reinstate him aboard the Normandy. Okay.
Val, I have some possible hits. Got some strange money transfers on Balone, and Olun is sending a lot of data.
Ballone's clean. His money transfers are to support his mistress. Not sure about Olun. I'll pull his bio.
Huh.
Can I just note how odd it is for a Hanar to have a mistress?
You know, if Bao catches up with you, I can grant you immunity.
We already went through all that.
Join up? Last time I did that, you wrote me into a suicide.
Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff to do here. And I feel like I've been running around the Citadel for
I didn't say you had to join up.
about an hour. I mean, I'd like to finish this Hanar one. I don't know where else. And I guess I should do the talking in the CSEC area or whatever. One moment. Okay. So we already
Commander Shepard.
got
Commander, the people of the Alliance
this terminal over here. There shouldn't be... Yeah, no more terminals.
Commander Shepard.
I think the next one
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
is down here. Yeah, terminal. So just through here.
Docking Bay E20.
Val, Olun's doing some...
So he's clearly not indoctrinated. Who's opposing him?
An unnamed Hanar recently posted here from Kajay. I'll check transit records for incoming Hanar.
It all comes down to the war, and you trying to pull everyone into it.
Would you rather the Reapers win?
No. And I owe you for getting KG's grey box back from Hawk. But I can't do another collector base, Shep. The Reapers aren't people. I can't infiltrate a Reaper party and steal a big I win bomb.
Okay, so we gotta get over to the other area.
Away? Yes, we can. Tell your friends to move their ship out of the docking bay.
Wait, please. My family's on board. Just let them land. I'll pay.
This isn't about money. The wards are already at capacity for refugees. There's just no room.
You let Asari in here earlier.
That's back when we had space.
Where's my family?
Sure you can't squeeze in a few more people, officer?
And who the heck are you? Oh, Commander Shepard. If that's what you think, I'll find them some room.
So my family can dock?
Commander Shepard says your family's cleared. Just tell them to hurry.
I mean...
Thank you so much.
If you have, like, physical room, like, goddamn, let people land.
Excuse me, what was your name?
Alright, so I think we have to go down this way. Yeah, I think a little bit more and we're gonna be, heading out to do some, like, actual, like, fighting missions.
Wow. Arya wasn't kidding. The great Commander Shepard on a leash.
I'm here for my own reasons, Vosk.
Oh, sure you are. Anyway, tell her I'm impressed, but to do business, I still need my little problem taken care of.
Which is?
A Turian general named Oraka has it out for the Blue Suns. He's raising a stink over our activity in this sector. I'll commit my gang to Arya as soon as Oraka's dead.
There must be more to Oraka's complaint.
We're just making little raids along trading routes. With Arya's blessing, I might add. Oraka's just some military fossil who came out of retirement to relive the glory days and justify his existence. Losing him won't affect your war in the least, but gaining the Blue Suns, well, you know our work.
So it's a choice of killing one person to gain, like, a whole collection of mercs.
You seriously think I'll assassinate a Turian general?
Arya seems to think so. Or else, why would she send you? She knew the price. The two of you work it out. Oh, and, tell Arya I still expect her blue ass in bed with me.
What is it, Shepard?
You knew about this?
Can you be more specific?
Darner Vosk expects me to kill General Oraka.
Who cares what Vosk wants? What he needs is for Oraka to stop disrupting his operations. I figured you'd talk to Oraka, see if you can get him to lay off. And if he won't listen to reason, call me, and I'll take care of it.
No need to candy coat it, Arya.
Aw, Shepard, you think you know me so well.
I just don't see why you couldn't tell me the details yourself.
Vosk needed to see
he mentioned that,
That I'm going to
I understand that.
We all have our delusions.
Alright. Where's that terminal? There we go.
I've got a list of new Hanar arrivals, Bao. Forwarding it to you.
Damn. These are all face names. The Hanar names from the Alliance raid are soul names. And Hanar soul names are private. There's no public record. Can you get back to their personal communications?
On it. Maybe we'll find names there.
So how's the rest of the gang? Met up with anybody else?
Garrus is helping out on the Normandy.
He never could pass up a good fight. What about Jacob?
Haven't heard from him.
See, Jacob could have gotten me back onto the Normandy.
I'm touched.
Jacob's one of my least favorites from Mass Effect 2. Do a quick save.
Bao, here's the correspondence. If there's any mention of soul names...
I've got it. A recent arrival. Zemandis. Soul name regards the works of the Enkindlers in despair. He was with the Alliance team that massacred the Batarians. He's been on special research assignment ever since.
So, he got his tentacles on some Reaper tech.
Looks that way. I'm sending you the nav point for his office. I'll meet you there.
Oh, what's Garrus doing? Let's just kind of go back and check out what Garrus is up to over here. I guess I will save again.
The Alliance military has abandoned the Hades Gamma cluster to incoming Reaper forces. My brothers and sisters, we have faced. Fierce fighting continues as the Reapers occupy most of Paladin.
Let's check on those Metagel supplies. Yes, sir. And have we heard anything from the hospital? The surgeons there are all busy. Keep on it. Some of these wounded don't have much time.
Shepard,
What's happening?
we convinced the Council to accept our wounded. Nowhere else to go.
How bad is it?
More dead than injured. 85% killed in action. We'll need a morgue soon. Not a lot of flesh wounds when you're fighting Reapers.
Casualties are that high?
Our frontline units are being wiped out, whole platoons at a time. A single Reaper can destroy 9 or 10 of them in one attack.
That's not war. It's slaughter.
They're called Reapers for a reason. And these guys found out why.
Do what you can for them.
A few of them might get back on their feet, but the rest... Sympathy is about all we can offer.
Any sign of your family?
Not yet, but I keep hoping. What about you? I'm starting to see some wear and tear.
It's nothing I can't handle.
I don't doubt it, but remember to come up for air. There's a lot more war to go.
You have a copy of a Shepard VI.
Oh yeah, the one based on that war hero? We locked it after some kid spilled soda over the hardware. I'll unlock it, but we've only got the demo version working.
Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy. Looks like you've been in some fights lately. And still me in a combat mech, and I can do some pretty crazy damage myself.
Interesting. Alright, on with the Hanar thing, because I want to get that over with and go do at least one mission where we're doing more than just running around, talking to people. I do enjoy those kinds of missions, like the just talking and, you know, enjoying the lore, enjoying, you know, the chats and all of that. But I don't like when it's like there is such a thing as too much. So we talked to Garrus. I think we're going back up to the embassy.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
I like a nice balance of talking and, you know, like and shooting things. Okay. Wait, am I supposed to talk to him, or I thought there was another point I was going to? Yeah, okay.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Maybe the Presidian Commons.
Now arriving.
And it bothers me because I know I have to talk to these people too, and I just want to go get it done. But I don't want to spend the entire stream today just talking to people. Okay, well we're here. Let's try.
Have you decided how to tell him?
We'll go get some talking done. And maybe that just means that the next stream is going to be all action.
Commander Shepard.
General Araka. I think we met in Cora's den. You were pretty miserable, if I recall.
Yes, neck deep in drink just before I retired. I'm clean now, reinstated.
I hear you're taking on the Blue Suns.
I need to do my part for the Citadel, Commander. The Blue Suns are raiding C-Sec weapons shipments. I'm putting a stop to that. Those mercs are seriously jeopardizing the Citadel's ability to defend itself if the war comes here. When the war comes here.
There are other ways to secure weapons, General.
You don't think I've tried? There's a black market dealer on Citadel right now, but he won't sell his top-line arms. The Reapers are destroying everything in their path, and I can't stop them. But I can stop the Blue Suns.
Let me see what I can do for you.
I'd appreciate your help, and I'll have a plan of action ready if things fall through. We've got to keep Jake and Dave.
Okay. Who else do we got to talk to around here? So we need to go to the C-Sec outpost. Where's that? Is that over there? Nope, it is behind me? Kind of?
I've connected with Jonah Sedaris in her cell, Commander. You can speak with her via that console.
Thanks. We'll need some privacy.
Of course. When you're done, you can also contact Commander Bailey from that terminal.
Who's that spying on me now? Ah, I see. Good. Arya's indentured servant has finally come to deliver me to freedom.
I want to talk with you before I secure your release.
Bullshit. You have no choice. And when I get out, heads will roll. Oh, yes. You've killed a lot of my people. Don't think I've forgotten that.
It'd be smart to bury the threats, Sedaris.
I'll toss them into the caskets with my victims. I love holding all the cards. Even in here, you must deal with me. I have all the power.
Is that right?
Yes. Sane, my second-in-command, is a weak-willed toady. If he had balls, he'd leave me to rot and take control himself. But he won't defy me. He knows better. Now get me out of here, Shepard. Tell Bailey to release me.
Bailey, I've seen Sedaris.
So she's crazy, right? It would be ridiculous to let her out.
She's a menace. Let me try to make this problem go away.
Sounds good. I'll hold the line until I hear from you.
He's just gonna sit on hold? Because I'm planning on doing other things. He's gonna be on hold a long time. Okay. So there's someone to talk to. This map confuses me. Okay. Down here, I think.
Look, Commander, I don't want any trouble. I'm authorized to sell here, and all my arms are legal, see?
These are lightweight weapons. Where's your top-end inventory?
Shit, you slumming for C-Sec too? I already got harassed by the old Turian with the bad attitude. Yeah, I got much better stuff, but it's off the market. Galaxy's going belly up. Credit won't mean anything once the Reapers rip through.
These weapons are for the war. If you don't do your part, I can make your life very unhappy.
I'm sure you could. But even if you rough me up or kill me, my partners won't release the weapons without my okay. If you find any rare pieces when you're out saving the galaxy, bring them back. Then I'm happy to share my top stock with C-Sec, no problem. Outside of that, I gotta stick to my guns.
Okay. So, I'm not too sure where I'm supposed to be going for the Hanar thing. Because that seems to be all the points around here. Get back to the elevator. Right, him. He's there. What's up here? Oh, nothing. I'm like, what? Did I go up these stairs? There's nothing there. Alright.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please
So we came from there. We went to the embassies.
If you have a question, one moment.
Maybe the bar is the next place we're supposed to go. Doesn't do a great job of letting you know where you should go.
Now arriving at ward level purgatory.
All right, let's get back to the Normandy. We'll finish up these missions later. I wanted to finish the Hanar thing because it feels weird because what's her face is apparently cloaked and following me around. There's nothing here, right? Someone to talk to?
Was last seen on Earth.
We just won't.
Did Commander Shepard escape? She did, didn't she? So why would she be here unless she's seeing the council?
Ma'am, I can't talk about that.
You don't have to. Commander Shepard.
Another journalist. Okay, that's fine. We will save talking to her because I don't want to talk to them right now. I want to go do some stuff. Okay, so I think there's a few. We're just gonna stick with it, and we're not gonna do the priority missions. We're just gonna do some of these other ones. Well, there's the Grissom Academy. We could go do that. I don't think that will impact any of these. And there's also some things related to the Citadel that we need to do. Okay, where's the Grissom Academy? Let's do that, because that'll probably hopefully take up the rest of the stream for today. I don't know where Dr. Bryson is. I have to look that up. Actually, one moment, because I will note that down. I really do need to, like, I make notes on stuff to finish. Or rather do before my next streams. Then I never end up getting around to doing them. Alright, let's see what's up. Okay, I can read that. The stated mission of the John Grissom Academy, commissioned in 2176, is to serve a student population demonstrating excellence and passion for math, science, and the liberal arts. Its entirely human student body ranges in age from the early teens to the mid-20s. Although the fact is not heavily advertised, the institution also offers classes for students with biotic capability. The school's Ascension Project seeks to train these students and integrate them into normal society. So yeah, one thing I have loved about, I want to take Edie though. Okay, let's have an all femme team. Some of the enemies in this are really cool looking. Right. So I'm gonna make note to look at my weapon mods. And figure them out before the next stream, so this has no Okay. Well, I don't have any other. I need to... I'm used to just finding weapons so that I don't have to bother buying them. I spent a lot of money on mods, and we should probably go spend money on, like, the actual weapons. I'm sure it'll be fine. Increase melee damage. I feel like the melee damage would be good. Okay, and she needs all the things, so we haven't used her yet. Okay, and then what can we do? Recharge time seems like a good idea.
And there's the folks who answered the distress call. Cerberus cruiser. At least a dozen fighters on blockade duty. Not too many for us in a straight-up fight. They must want this place bad.
Receiving incoming transmission. Let's hear it.
SSB Normandy. This is Kaylee Sanders, Director of Grissom Academy. We need immediate assistance. Cerberus is attacking the facility. They're after my students.
This is Commander Shepard. We're blocked on a direct approach.
I know. They've taken control of our docking base.
Any alternatives?
There's an auxiliary cargo port I could probably open.
All right, we'll come in by shuttle and get your students out of there. Joker, can you give me a diversion?
Oh boy, can I? Come and get me.
Keep the shuttle in position. We'll be back.
Yeah, I should have put some of the mods I bought on before I came out here.
Cerberus troops are trying to get in.
Sanders, we're clear. It's me.
Commander, thank you. Admiral Anderson always said you were the best. And with Cerberus coming for my students, I need the best.
How many of you are there?
Fewer than 20. Most were sent home when word of the Reaper invasion spread. But a few volunteered to stay. Some are prototyping tech for the Alliance. Others are biotics. They've been training for military operations, working together as biotic artillery.
You said something about Admiral Anderson.
Yes, we met, God, what's it been? 20 years ago when he was a Spectre candidate. I was there when Saren betrayed him. David saved my life that day. He's a good man.
He was on Earth when the Reapers hit. He stayed behind when I got off-world.
I hadn't heard. We've been cut off from most news. He's alive?
Alive and fighting. He's currently leading the resistance movement.
Good. If we get out of here... well, just tell him to stay alive.
We need all the help we can get.
I just wish it was from somewhere else. But you're right. The Alliance needs help. God bless them. Some of our older students volunteered. Hang on. I've been trying to get communications working.
This is Froberg. There are students trapped in Orion Hall. Cerberus has us boxed in. They're closing fast.
Damn it.
Orion Hall?
Back out the door and down the hallway. I can get the door open.
I'll bring them back here and we'll make a run for the shuttle.
Thank you, Commander. I'll stay put. With luck, I can regain control of some of our systems. I'll get the door for you. It leads to Orion Hall.
talk to this guy. Talk to him.
There may be more nearby. Play dead until it's safe, then get to Kaylee Sanders at security.
Okay, but my sister Sean is out here somewhere too.
Okay. Sir. Nope. Okay. Oops. Instructor's log. The kids are getting better at this shit, but I'm worried. I don't think we've got enough time to pull this off, and there's just no way they could really survive out there without way more training. Not without any field experience at all. Doing my best to get them ready. Didn't think I'd ever care this much. But I won't let anyone hurt them. They're my kids. Mine. Aw. Alright. Where's the other guy? Oh, shit. Okay. Not even sure what I'm looking at here. Does yeah, it does more damage. Then shouldn't I have weapons for? It's fine.
Goddess, she's bleeding. Shepard, we need to help her.
Where?
Commander, I just got an emergency message from the students in Orion Hall. One of our instructors is with them, but they can't hold out much longer.
Are they? She was dead. Am I supposed to blow that up? No? Okay.
Jack?
Shepard? Everyone get down! This thing's out of your league! Shepard, keep it off us!
Students aren't a trained military staff. They need support.
High priority target. Vital retrieval subject due to high-level biotic abilities paired with high leadership testing scores. Considered prime candidate for indoctrination and high-level enhancements for subsequent long-term infiltration relocation. Where the fuck?
Kaylee said she was putting out an SOS. I had no idea the Queen of the Girl Scouts would show up. All right, amp check. Prangley, those fields were weak. Cerberus isn't gonna lie down out of pity like that girl you took to prom. Grab juice and an energy bar. We move in 5. Damn it! How many times did I tell you not to trust Cerberus?
Those troops had you on the ropes, Jack. I just saved your ass.
You want a medal?
No, I'd like you to shut up so we can get moving. Jack's personality appears largely unchanged.
Hey, Edie. Nice body. Now you look like a sex bot instead of a sex toy. Okay, right now, all I care about is getting my guys out of here.
Your guys?
Yeah, I guess so.
I can't think of anybody who could care about them more.
Well, I had some free time while you were off playing hero. Alliance Brass knew I helped you. They offered me this. And apparently the students responded well to my teaching style.
The psychotic biotic.
I will destroy you! Drink your juice, Rodriguez. You couldn't destroy wet tissue paper.
Cortez to extraction team. The Cerberus cruiser is coming back.
How long have we got?
2 minutes tops, Commander. After that, there's no way we'll get past them.
Get out of here and back to the Normandy. We'll find another way off the station.
Roger that. Good luck, ma'am.
Shepard to Sanders. The students are safe, but the shuttle's a no-go.
Understood. I might know another way off the station, but I need station-wide camera access. Can you disable the Cerberus security override? It's routed through Orion Hall, so it should be nearby.
Hey, let me know when we've got a new way off this station.
How are the students handling the war?
How do you think? They're a bunch of teenagers. Until a few months ago, their biggest concern was getting laid.
You don't think they're ready for war?
I don't think they have a choice.
So all this talk about biotic artillery strikes.
It's great in theory. Maybe they'll get it together once they've seen some action.
But?
They'd be better off as support. Put them in the back ranks, helping with barriers and shit. I don't know.
Have you told them that?
No. They need me to believe in them. I did pick up a few things listening to your damn speeches.
Oh, Brain Tickles made some bacon-imbued green beans for breakfast because you're an adult and you can make your own decisions. Hell yeah. I had a bagel for breakfast and an orange, as well as popcorn. Because, you know, popcorn can be breakfast if I wanted to. Also, now my brain is singing bacon green beans to the bacon pancake song from Adventure Time.
I have to say, Jack, you look good.
Yeah, well, maybe some of your attitude rubbed off on me. I never had a family. And these guys... Anyone screws with my students, I will tear them apart.
What's so valuable about these students? Biotically, I mean.
Well, what's scarier than a pissed-off biotic attacker? A whole bunch of them working together. It's like a biotic artillery strike. Any asshole gets in our way, we rip him to shreds.
Doesn't that exhaust them?
Yeah, sure. But we've been working on conditioning, improving endurance. Whenever they complain, I tell them about the collector base, throwing husks around, making shockwaves all over the place. Ugh, I kept thinking, damn, let the Solarian handle this. He can talk him to death.
Okay.
Stick close. We'll get you out of here.
Good.
Alright.
How does camera access get us off this station?
We need to reach the Cerberus shuttles. The cruiser won't auto-target friendly ships, which gives us a fighting chance to escape. Get me back the cameras, and I'll find a path to the shuttles that keep Cerberus from boxing you in.
So our teacher worked with Commander Shepard? I can't believe you and our teacher worked together.
Yeah.
With both of you here. Maybe we've got a chance.
Sorry, I sneezed. Hopefully I hit mute fast enough. Okay, I have enough ammo. I gotta find this friggin' laptop. Where the hell's the laptop or whatever? Where's the cameras? Can't see a map. There we go.
Sanders, you should have access now.
Got it. The fastest way is through the atrium, but Cerberus has sealed the doors. You'll need to disable the magnetic locks. The overrides should be directly above the door.
Thank you, and I'm glad it was just just the build up to the sneeze, and I didn't full on just sneeze right into the mic. All right. So above the doors.
I think I pulled a muscle in my brain.
Just drink your juice, you'll be fine.
Which doors? These doors? Yeah, really? Find the manual overrides? Ooh, stuff. Okay. They be in here?
They must have files on all of us.
Said.
One could make a file on you. You're biotic.
Yeah, but at least I passed biomathematics.
There we go.
You should be able to force the door open now. I'll get to the shuttles ahead of you and get a pair ready to fly.
Illian, Hotel Azure has a resort beach with waves and everything.
Which doors?
Loneliest sorry girls as far as you can see.
That's assuming the Reapers haven't hit Ilion yet.
Keep thinking like that, you'll die on this.
Need to, I think maybe down here. There's doors everywhere. Okay.
Everyone, be ready. We'll go in first and draw their fire.
We'll shadow you from the second level and hit those guys from above.
A good strategy that protects the students from direct fire.
Just time your shots and stay safe.
All right, I didn't bust my ass training you so you could die now. Keep low, pick your targets.
Students of Grissom Academy, the station is sealed. The Alliance soldiers cannot save you. All they can do is get you killed. Surrender peacefully and you won't be harmed.
Asshole.
Damn it, they're messaging everyone. Students, switch your Omni tools to privacy mode so they can't track you.
What if they're not lying?
I've seen firsthand what Cerberus does to people they promised not to harm.
What? You see the scars, Rodriguez? Come on, take a good look. Cerberus did this to me when I was half your age. Ugh. Surrender and you're meat on a slab. We're trying to save your asses.
Yeah, okay.
Let's go!
Like, seriously, these experienced people are telling you how dangerous they are, and you're like, oh, well, maybe they're not so bad. Whoop. Get down. Or not, you know, sure. Okay. Get back a little. Boop. Should stay up high.
Ready for action?
Hell yeah!
Oh. Whoop. Boop.
Get ready! More on the way!
Hmm. Oh. Okay. Hmm. Nope. Nope. I love that he just walked right into that. We're fine. I really don't like the one button that is for dodging and for going into cover.
We can go through that side area.
I want to, kill this, though. All right. Well. Mission brief. High priority targets. Prangley and Rodriguez. Other subjects are to be retrieved alive if possible. If unavoidable, bring back bodies for use as genetic testing materials. Subject 0 is to be retrieved for further testing and possible conditioning. Current psych profile indicates that holding students hostage likely to be most successful tactic.
Kaylee, we're in the atrium.
I'm taking a back route to the shuttles. I'll meet you there.
So they want to hold the students hostage to try and get to Jack.
Nice one, Prangley.
I saw one.
Rodriguez, keep your damn barriers up.
Whoop. Nope. Supposed to go behind cover, not roll out of cover. Whoop.
Frank, slap some Medigel on. Like hell you are. Stay down. You die on me, I will kick your ass.
Right? I love Jack. Jack's one of the best. I didn't use her a lot when we played Mass Effect 2, but she is one of my favorites. And I always wanted to cosplay her, although I guess I'd have to do a thick version of her. Whoa, okay. Didn't notice I walked right past that. Let me just...
Everyone okay up there? Rodriguez took one in the arm because she didn't watch her barrier.
Commander, I've reached the Cerberus shuttles without being detected. They know what they're doing, though. You need to hurry.
Okay, can we save yet? Yeah, let's get a save in there. Yeah, her powers in general in Mass Effect 2 I enjoyed greatly. Where the hell am I supposed to go? There we go.
That's an impressive barrier, Octavia. Our final on fire!
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance. I'm here to help.
I didn't buy it from the last guy, and I've got no reason to buy it now.
The square root of 906.01 equals...
30.1.
Hello, Commander Shepard.
David, you know her?
Yes. She rescued me from Cerberus. Sent me here. She made it quiet.
You did a great job keeping yourself safe. The biotic students are up there. Stay close. They'll get you out of here.
Okay. Thanks.
He looks much healthier.
I remember you. The Normandy computer. Sorry.
No apology is necessary.
Has Grissom Academy been all right?
Yes. I've been counting.
Anything in particular?
The number of days you lengthened my life. The security office. I hacked the lock. Guns. Lots of guns. Goodbye.
Okay. That's nice. Lots of guns is nice. So, like, I have... I kind of want to switch back to this one for that. Oops. Yeah, that's fine. We'll keep that. Aren't really using that anyways. Okay. Is that everything in here? Guess so. Alright.
Like schematics for AMP interfaces. Not as good as what we already have, but still worth a look.
That's pretty. Seems like it would have been a nice spot to hang out. Oh. Dialogue. High priority targets. Student Rodriguez. Status capture priority alpha. Bring back alive at all costs. Vital retrieval subject due to very high aptitude scores. Despite limited biotic ability, considered prime candidate for indoctrination and enhancement under the Phantom Initiative. Alright. Literally? Are they behind me? Okay. Well, that didn't exactly hit where I wanted it to. Come on. There we go. Is there another... Where'd he go? He dead? Okay. Where are ya?
Hostiles up top. We're on 'em.
Where... It's, very, clunky, obviously, because I'm moving around a big mech thing. Where are they? Ah. What am I stuck on? Oh.
The shuttles are almost ready.
Where... Okay. So, there's no door down here.
The Normandy has pulled the cruiser out of position. We need to leave now.
Kaylee, how's it coming?
Shuttles are unlocked.
Take the controls and get the students aboard.
Wait, where the hell's Rodriguez?
She needs covering fire.
She needs more than that.
Joker, we flew out on a Cerberus shuttle. Watch your fire.
Right, I've got you on sensors. Should just be a minute.
Thank you, Commander. We'd have never gotten off that station if you hadn't come.
Forget that. We kicked some ass. Next place we dock, you're all getting inked. My treat. What do you guys want? Ascension Project logo? Glowing fist? Maybe a unicorn for Rodriguez?
Screw you, ma'am. I can't believe we got them out alive. I was going to suggest that they stick to support roles. But perhaps they're ready after all.
They're definitely ready, but the Alliance needs them in a support role.
What? We trained for artillery strikes.
We don't need another artillery unit. We need stronger barriers for our frontline squads.
This is bullshit! Hey, if that's where they need us, that's where we go. Besides, I'm sure we'll get some shots in.
Commander, we've got a visual on you now. Preparing to dock. Hey Jack, now that you're military, you gonna wear a uniform, or are you just getting the officer's bars tattooed on?
Screw you, Flight Lieutenant.
What the hell was that?
Jack promised to watch your language in order to maintain the necessary professionalism we need from our teachers.
What, does she have a swear jar or something? Because I bet if we empty that thing, we can afford another cruiser.
Cover your ears, kids. Hey, Joker.
Shepard, damned if you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Good to see you too, sir.
Sir? I may have reinstated you, but that doesn't give you permission to go all formal on me.
Then I'm glad you managed to keep your ass alive, Anderson.
That's more like it. Looks like you didn't waste any time getting to work. I can only imagine what would have happened to those kids if they'd fallen into Cerberus' hands.
They're definitely eager to help.
These students are some of the best humanity has to offer, and we're throwing them into battle. God damn it, I hate this war. Hackett didn't mention in his report.
Kaylee Sanders is safe. She's with the recruits.
Thanks, Shepard. When I heard about the attack, well, I've already lost a lot of friends.
She asked me to tell you to stay alive.
Did she now? Well, thanks, Shepard. That might be the first good news I've heard this week. Anderson out.
Excellent. Brain tickles. Oh no, what a misunderstanding. They weren't saying engaged, they were saying we're engaged. It'd be a hell of a misunderstanding. Okay. So that was a good mission to get in. We can probably squeeze in one more smaller one. But also I want to take a second to go down and see about mods.
It's brutal. I'm amazed the Turians are open. The birds don't quit when things get ugly.
Commander, you have an encrypted message from a Miranda Lawson.
Miranda. Let's read our emails. So that's why I play video games, to read my emails. Spectre status confirmed, Ashley Williams. Commander, Udina made an offer and I accepted. I'm a Spectre. I can't believe it. With everything falling apart, does this even mean anything? All the authority, resources, freedom, the whole scary package, but I don't know. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Come by the hospital if you get a chance. They're still keeping me here, but I'm planning on sneaking out soon. And then from Miranda, Commander, I heard about your stay with the Alliance. I can only imagine what nonsense they cooked up to keep you there. We should talk. It's safer in person. You'll find me on the Citadel. And then from Kaylee Sanders, forwarded by Admiral Hackett. Hi, Commander. I didn't have time to thank you properly after you got us out of the Academy. That was literally just now. And Admiral Hackett agreed to send this your way. Whoops. While my students are out on duty, I'm doing what I can to help with the Crucible. It's an amazing project, more advanced than anything I've ever seen before. Some of my more tech-minded kids are staying back to help out too. And watching them work, it's the future, Commander. This project will inform human progress for generations, and they'll have you to thank for it. And then Omega. It's time. Aria. Shepard, I'm ready to discuss that pet project I mentioned when we spoke in Purgatory. Come to Dock 42 on the Citadel. A Batarian named Bray will be waiting. So yeah, there seems to be a lot of stuff in general to do on the Citadel. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom, and then we're gonna check out the mods and do one more mission. Brain tickles. I mean, you do a ton of reading. In this game, it's basically a choose-your-own-adventure with interactive cutscenes disguised as gameplay. Yeah. And a lot more, like, just talking to people than the other games. Because this game is all about, like, getting people on your side and building up your armies to fight the Reapers, right? Okay, so who, what, find evidence of what happened to his son. That doesn't really, like, point me in any direction, huh? Searching for missing prototypes for a biotic amplification system. Either that or the Prothean obelisk. We will just jump into the map, and then whichever one I find first, we will do. So what's even going on over here? Wasn't there something to do there? Actually, let me check. Because I swear I remember reading that. Yeah. Which is right over there, right? Okay. So I think...
Signal confirmed.
There's several things happening. Okay. Wreckage. The wreckage of a fuel depot destroyed by enemy forces. Fuel can be salvaged from the debris. Okay. Oh. I guess that's all there. I don't know. Let's kind of scoot over here.
I found something.
I don't care about those things. Oh. Okay, so I think we got the thing for the guy. As for, like, choose your own adventure with disguised as gameplay, I think the worst game for that probably is Final Fantasy 13? Is that the one I'm thinking of? I just constantly felt like I was watching a movie. Is that another place I need to go? That also feels familiar. Find artifacts. Well, for now, because it's making me nervous because the Reapers are in the system, I'm going to shift over there and then have a look. Oh, well, shit. Final Fantasy 13 is actually, like, the newest Final Fantasy that I've played. I haven't played any of those newer ones. Okay, so let's see. Okay, yeah, so I went here, search the... So there's components here to bring back to a scientist. And...
Signal confirmed.
Okay, so I think that's what we were looking for. Yeah, and I haven't played any of the online multiplayer Final Fantasies. Let's have a look now. So we've got those things covered. I would like... I'm gonna look up real quick if there's information on doing this one. Sorry, laughing at messages I'm getting. It's fine. Okay. Just bear with me. I'm just trying to find some information on where to go. And of course, my phone is being ridiculous. It's always when I'm trying to like quickly do something that my phone decides, you know what? I think right now I'm gonna go the absolute slowest I've ever gone. For no reason. just because you're in a hurry. Oh, okay, so I guess that's something that's going to come up later. That's another thing is like, I'm so used to, in Mass Effect 1 and 2, there's a few things that you obviously have to complete in a certain order, but it makes sure to not really introduce them too soon and stuff. Like, you're not generally confused about what you have to do. Mass Effect 3 is more complex. A bunch of the side missions you have to do before you complete certain main missions, or else you can't do them. I think I got that, so we have to go back. And then some of the missions you also can't complete because you have to do like they happen while you're doing other missions. I gotta meet with some diplomats. I don't remember. I don't want to accidentally do something that's more main. I guess we're gonna head back to the Citadel and wrap up some stuff there to end the day, because I'm spending the last bit of time I have just like trying to figure out what to do. So we're just gonna go finish up some stuff on the Citadel again, I guess. I was trying to figure out how to get to the doctor's lab right there. I was landing and like taking the elevator and couldn't figure out why I couldn't get to this lab.
I want you to match this against all known locations and update the map. Then contact the field teams for a progress report.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Commander Shepard. We've been expecting you. Just a moment. And Hadley, could you gather the Leviathan data for us? Apologies, Commander. The rest of my team is out investigating leads right now. I'm Dr. Garrett Bryson, and this is Task Force Aurora.
What's your assignment?
Our mandate is to investigate legends, rumors, old stories about the Reapers before anyone knew they existed.
I could have used your help 3 years ago.
Yes. If people had paid more attention to your Prothean beacon, we might not be in this war. But now with new information we've uncovered, a breakthrough's near. Hadley, do you have the data?
No!
This is Commander Shepard. I need C-Sec at my location, now!
You shouldn't be here. The darkness can't be breached.
Transit records show his name is Derek Hadley. He's worked here for a couple months.
Shepard, I monitored a C-Sec alert from this location. Were you harmed?
I'm fine, but I could use your help sorting this out, EDI. Take a look through their files. I need to know what this task force was up to.
At once.
What? What's happening?
You tell me.
I was gathering our data when you arrived, and then it was dark. Cold. Like I was someplace else.
And then?
I don't know! A gun was in my hand. Dr. Bryson, there was...
You shot Bryson. You killed him.
No, I couldn't have! I'm not a murderer! I didn't do it, it wasn't me! You have to believe that.
Well, it's not, like, indoctrination is from, like, the first Mass Effect. We know that that happens, and that people aren't in full control, so, like, I love that it's giving me the option to be a complete cunt about it, though.
So someone else pulled that trigger.
But I would never do that!
Commander, this does resemble reports of indoctrination.
Indoctrination? Me?
What about that Leviathan Bryson mentioned? How does that tie in?
It's some kind of creature. Our field teams have been tracking it. That artifact came in from our researcher, Garneau. He sent an audio log if you wanna...
What's wrong?
Turn back.
What are you talking about?
The darkness cannot be breached.
Damn it, get him over to the clinic. See if they can tell us what's wrong with him.
Yes, ma'am.
Commander, you'll want to see this. It's an outgoing message from Dr. Bryson to Admiral Hackett.
Dr. Bryson, you have an update? Admiral, the Leviathan of Dis that we've been investigating, I think we're really onto something. Give me the brief. About 20 years ago, the Batarians discovered a Reaper corpse that had died in battle. They covered it up and denied it ever existed. But I'm intrigued by the larger implication. What could have killed the Reaper in the first place? Exactly. That's the real Leviathan. It's worth pursuing. Continue your investigation and update me on the progress.
There is also a follow-up message from a few weeks later.
Admiral, the Reapers are shadowing my field teams as if they're hunting Leviathan themselves. Whatever it is, I believe Leviathan is nothing less than a Reaper killer. Almost an apex predator, and it has them nervous. If we could just find it, imagine the impact on the war. I'm formally requesting assistance in tracking it down. You'll have it. This is now your top priority, Doctor. Find that thing.
It appears we were meant to be that assistance.
Anything capable of killing a Reaper could do a lot of collateral damage.
Yet given the state of this conflict, I believe the saying, "The enemy of my enemy is my friend," may be relevant.
But we won't know unless we can find it.
Bryson's assistant did say they recently received a log from their field researcher. It may yield more information.
This must be the artifact the assistant mentioned. And here's the log.
Dr. Bryson, it's Garneau. I'm sending you an artifact I found. About the only thing I found there, in fact. Maybe it's nothing, but I'd swear Leviathan came through here. I'm gonna crunch some numbers. Burn up the rest of this Project Travel allowance. Maybe I can project our Reaper killer's movements. I'll check in when I get to the next site.
Garneau appears to be our best lead to track Leviathan, but he does not state a destination.
Let's focus on what he does say, then.
He mentioned extrapolating Leviathan's path.
And crunching numbers. He wasn't flying blind. He had data.
A significant amount of data, judging by this office.
So how do we narrow it down?
Bryson and his colleagues evidently used a galaxy map search program in their hunt for Leviathan. It may help us locate Garneau.
I love how it's having me participate, but it's like putting me directly in front of the things right away so that I don't even move, or just like basic level interaction.
Does this tell us where Garneau went?
No. But we may be able to narrow down his location if we find clues he was using in his search for Leviathan.
Can I bring the head with? Keep it in my cabin?
These are all murders in which the accused lacked a known motive and claimed memory loss.
Just like Bryson's assistant. You think Garneau was following a trail of blackout crimes?
It is possible. We need to find
Jesus.
data matching dates and locations for crimes of this nature.
My eyes there for a minute.
Here's the time and date chart for the crimes. Can you filter for murders where the killer claimed memory loss?
Adding the search filter, you may examine the results on the Galaxy Map program.
Why am I going like full possessed? Okay. I was very distracted by that. Supposed to look for stuff over here? The Thorian. The Thorian, a life form discovered on Pharos, provides fascinating insight into the life cycle of a truly alien species. Unlike conventionally intelligent life, it does not use mass relays. Prothean artifacts would not interest it. Commander Shepard claims that Reaper enemies cultivated life to evolve along lines they could predict, using technology the Reapers controlled. The Thorian is an exception to that rule. It evolved to use organic tools rather than conventional technology. Leviathan must be somehow similar to have survived undetected for so long. The Thorian used pain conditioning to control its victims, using them as manual labor, or even as a man would use his own hands and fingers. Commander Shepard claims that Reapers do the same thing through a different process called indoctrination. Whatever Leviathan is, it must do something similar.
Bryson was tracking unexplained creature sightings.
The photographs have a trace chemical residue. It may be visible under another light source. Bryson was not merely tracking sightings. He was attempting to extrapolate a course.
And Garneau could have been following that course. EDI, can you add a search filter for systems along that projected path?
Adding this search filter to the Galaxy Map.
All right.
By Anne Bryson, age 9.
This does not seem relevant at the moment.
March 7th, 2186. I'm looking at the Rachni. Their movements during the Rachni Wars suggest alien influence. But the timing is wrong. And Rachni weren't implanted with Reaper tech. What if Leviathan was preparing the Rachni to fight the Reapers?
What do you think, EDI?
It is possible that Bryson's team is using ancient Rachni fleet activity to find Leviathan. If we can find data on the movement of ancient Rachni ships, it may help us narrow our search. Those appear to be sightings of ships that match Rachni signatures.
Can you add a cross-reference for locations of sightings?
Adding the search filter now.
Meteorite fragment, maybe?
He was studying it as an object of importance. We should look more closely at a sample.
Meteorite sample with traces of element 0. Would Leviathan need Ezo?
While it is not consumed as fuel during FTL travel, element 0 will decay after several centuries of active use. If Leviathan is old enough, it would need to replenish its supplies.
Okay. Can you give me a search filter for locations with element 0?
Adding it now.
All right. Anything up here?
Dr. Bryson, per your request, I'm clearing Task Force Aurora for intercepted Batarian communications regarding the Leviathan of Dis.
Commander, the Dreadnought is in custody, but the Solarians may have surveillance footage. Our ambassador will issue a full denial. Give me your preliminary analysis. Several million years old at least, and its technology outstrips anything on the Council. Excellent. Our scientists will work day and night to bring its secrets to the hegemony. One concern, Commander. The real Leviathan of Dis, the thing that destroyed the ship, is still out there. Unaccounted for. Irrelevant. The ship is our priority. And as far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, there is no Leviathan of Dis. There never was.
By Anne Bryson, age 9.
It's the exact
This
same
does not seem
picture.
relevant at the moment.
She just draw the same picture over and over again?
Sovereign. Vanguard of our destruction. How's that working out for you, big guy?
Sir, this is Bryson. We know the Reapers are after Leviathan. Studying Reaper hunting patterns could be vital to finding it.
That data is classified top secret, Dr. Bryson. If it falls into the wrong hands,
It won't. The data's encrypted. I'll keep the decryption key safe. Close to my heart.
Close to his heart. The hell does that mean?
It means it's on the pictures.
The Reaper fleet activity is encrypted, per Bryson's statement in the log.
He said he was keeping the decryption key close to his heart. Anne Bryson, age 9.
Records indicate Anne is now 28. She works for the Alliance.
Bryson was keeping the encryption key close to his heart. What's closer than family?
An interesting hypothesis, but I detect no trace of the decryption key in this art.
The hesitation. Is it the exact same picture as up here? Looked like it. Oh no, it's a little different.
Another piece of Anne Bryson's childhood art.
Wait a minute. Well, take a look at that.
I can use these numbers to construct a decryption key.
All right, let's get back to the datapad we found earlier.
Yeah, Mass Effect 2, I think, objectively, is the best game out of these. Mass Effect 3 I really like for the fleet building and the strategy involved. But Mass Effect 2 feels a lot more like hands-on.
Decryption complete.
Doing some
Analyzing
action.
Data. These movements do not match the standard invasion pattern. The Reapers are searching for something.
And I'll bet Garneau used this intel. Can you make a search filter for it?
Doing so now.
But I find these, look at that.
Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster's more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
I love atmosphere, and I love, this is beautiful. I love this. So I love getting to explore this. Mass Effect 3 feels more like, just something Mass Effect fans can enjoy after 2. there's a streamer lately who was complaining about these games. Well, they're some of my favorites to play. They are definitely something that, like, I've mostly just enjoyed playing by myself. And I would definitely watch somebody else just play the games. I don't think necessarily it's just like objectively a bad game. Just like it's not an objectively un-stream friendly game. I guess that also depends on what you want to do with your stream. Like, I like talking to everybody while I'm doing this stuff and talking about the stuff that I love most about the games, or like my past experiences and stuff like that. I think this, like, Mass Effect 3 is great for because I love people who participate, like with backseat gaming and stuff like that. And I feel like the third one is great for that, with the amount of choices that really make a difference. Yeah. And I love retro gaming. I can't find a lot of my favorite retro games, though.
Shepard, we should not leave until we have more information on Garner's whereabouts.
Oh, I didn't mean to. Is there something over here? Boop. Yeah, if you're someone who relies heavily on just the game kind of carrying the stream, then it's not. I could see it not being that great, because there's a lot of running around, a lot of talking to people, and then somewhat generic combat. Oh.
Reaper activity.
Yep.
Based on the search results, Garneau is in one of these 5 systems. I have marked the Normandy map with possible locations. We can leave now, unless you wish to further narrow the search.
Element 0 deposits.
Three possibilities.
Yeah, for me, Mass Effect 3 is my least played, so I'm forgetting a lot of the stuff that, and having to just look it up as I go. But, yeah, since I've played so much of, like, 2, the first one and the second one, I suppose it was a lot easier for me to interact with my chat and everything.
Rachni activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Blackout crimes.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
And like I said, a lot of my chat is about, like, talking about my past experiences, or things that I've really liked, or things that are different. Like for Mass Effect 2, I was talking a lot about how different it was with the DLC, because I had never played it with the DLC before. And like for retro games, like one of my favorite is Rogue Galaxy, and I've wanted to replay that for a long time. I'm bad at titles off the top of my head. Maybe I'll make a list of them in the Discord.
Alien sightings.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
Huh. Okay.
Blackout crimes.
So we need to put some up.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
1 second here. What were these again?
1 second here. What were these again?
1 second. 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 Well, that's,
Reaper activity.
No results. Some of our search parameters may be irrelevant.
So I have something else. Let me look into that. One moment. But Mass Effect in general has always been one that there's people either really like it or they really fucking hate it. Remember when I played the first one? I even didn't like it at first. And then, when I tried it again, I really got into it. Okay, so hold on, we're gonna take these off again and
5 possible systems.
so what do I got? I have the Reaper activities and everything else is deactivated, right? Okay, good. I think we need the element 0.
0 deposits.
Three possibilities.
And
alien sightings.
We have a match, marking the galaxy map.
wonderful.
Good. Let's go find Garneau.
Alright, well, I think because one of the options is to, like, go to the other spot that we need to, like, do a couple Citadel missions at, I'm gonna leave it at that for today, and then we can just scoot over there next Sunday. But, yeah, part of why, because when I started to do Mass Effect, I started in November with the streaming for N7 Day. And I made multiple days that I was streaming and everything when I was doing 2, because 2 is so good. And part of why we only do Sunday mornings with Mass Effect 3 is because it's a slower game and is more about the strategy and everything than the action. And it's more about having built all of those relationships. Like before, so we've connected with all the characters and stuff, and now we see an impact. And it's even noted because the game almost feels like kind of lazily written. And again, I think Mass Effect 2, I'm gonna repeat, is the best out of the 3, which sucks because then people have to struggle through 1, which isn't that great, to get to 2, and then there's 3 after it, which, you know, you want to play 3 and continue your character, but it's not as good as 2. So that sucks. So you definitely, it's a completely different feel where you have to kind of sit and go through all of this dialogue. And when I was talking about lazy writing, the main quests and things and the main stuff that you're doing is focused on the Reaper attack, which obviously it would be. And you're focused on building support for the war. But if you actually want to see, like, perspective of what it's like for other people during all of this, you have to do side missions for that. So it feels like they obviously wrote, you know, like the main mission, main idea, and then we're like, okay, well, we have to slap some other stuff on here so that people have other things they can dive into to learn about how other people are going through this, and how it's impacting the average person, which, I mean, that makes sense. The side quests are going to be like that, but it feels very disconnected. It very much feels like the side quests are there to kind of remind you, like, oh yeah, there's people being impacted, and this is how this would impact them. And then there you go. Now you go back to your main mission where you try to build your strategy and build your fleets and juggle all of the politics and stuff like that. So, and it's very heavy in that way too. Whereas Mass Effect 2 feels a little more lighthearted, but fun, still lots of action. Everything feels nicely tied together. Even your side missions feel less just kind of tacked on to like give you bits of information, you know? So yeah, Mass Effect 3, it always feels like, because I haven't always done Mass Effect 3 after Mass Effect 2, of course, but sometimes I feel like, well, I really should do Mass Effect 3, I guess, because I did Mass Effect 2, and, you know, I might as well see this character through. And that's what I've been doing with my stream as well, is like, well, we did Mass Effect 2, so I'm gonna try to finish up the Mass Effect series, because I more see it like the ending to the game. So that's why we're not spending as much time with Mass Effect as we did when I was playing Mass Effect 2. And I'll probably be replaying Mass Effect again in the future. Not immediately after this, because I've got a bunch of other games I want to play, but yeah, definitely will be returning to the Mass Effect series. So we'll end up having to get through Mass Effect 3 again. Yeah, that's going to be it for this morning. I got other stuff I gotta get to. So thank you for joining me, and thank you for chatting. And my next stream is going to be tomorrow evening, is my mental health just chat type thing. I forget how early I was going to do it. Because the mental health gaming is Stardew Valley with crowd control, and that's from 9 until midnight, and before that, which I think would be 6 to 8, I might have scheduled it, is just chat. But then 9 to midnight is the Stardew Valley gaming with Flo. And then Wednesday is Divinity Original Sin, also with Flo Seal. And Thursday is The Witcher 2. And I was going to try to do another, like, just chat this weekend, but I might not. I'm probably just going to do it next weekend, because I didn't have time. But yeah, yes, there will be Stardew on Monday. I had been doing mental health chats in the past, and then started doing Stardew instead of them, and now I'm doing both on Mondays. I just start with the chats, and then I take a short break between the chat, and then I jump on with Stardew. But you can always check my schedule to be sure of what's going on. So, anyways, have a great day, and thank you again for joining me and chatting. Bye!